control as well with those spawns. You'd see Huke and Mercules trying to take the route, but it's going to be 5 in a row there for Lurk. So great stuff out of him. Slash is able to find one, but you see the back spawns. I think you get so far forward if you are Craze, where, yeah, Nero, he's going to have to turn, and now a break opportunity here for Optic.
Oh, if Craze would have gotten that kill on the Shotzi, all the focus for the rest of his teammates is towards the backside, but now you give them an opportunity, if you are Optic, to find an early break. So 40 seconds here at the P2, but this is one of those setups where you would love to have those back spawns, but it's very punishing if you go for it dead and are forced to try to break from the back.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the end-all be-all if you don't have back spawns, but it definitely makes it a little bit easier. But yeah, running up that staircase can be very difficult trying to break P2. But if you're Carolina, you're probably thinking we should have probably played that a little bit better. We'd have a larger lead here. But instead, they allow Optic right back into the game. A nice break there. And now it's all about this rotation, but it's an gunfight, gets his teammates on the hill.
And now Optic have control of the spawns, control of the map, control of the HP, are all focused on the front side of this castle area. Trading out effectively, 2 for 1. Mercules is valuing his life. They're only down by 10. And if you're Carolina, you don't really have any other opportunities than just to go front.
I mean, you're saying only down by 10. It feels like Carolina should be up 30 to 40 the way they've been controlling this map, but a couple of mistakes and a couple of big plays from Huke the Nuke to give Optic Texas the lead. So now they are up 10, still controlling this P4.
You don't want to give them all this time if you're Carolina, but you're going to basically be forced to give it up without your decision being impactful. As Optic with a perfect hold there, give themselves a nice little comfortable lead. Now as we're going into the second set of the HPs, the battle for
12 for Huke, leading the way, but he has been so clutch on some of these rotations. He does it again.
Now Slasher's just waiting in the middle of the map, waiting for his teammates to strike from Dojo. They find that opening kill. Slasher gets the read that Mercules is there, but Shotzi able to fill that gap at the right time. So far, flawless here at the P3. Everyone from the Ravens trying to find a way to approach towards this HP. Again, we're going to go for the 2-2 split. How does it work this time around?
Yeah, I see Slasher through the middle of the map. The first there for Nero. So you were talking about who's going to be that second AR. It's looking like it's going to be Nero who's running that second M15. And I like that. I think just to slow him down.
Yes.
Right, slow him down. He's been such a big slayer, but at times just ends up getting lost. And while maybe making that mistake, the AR just naturally allows him to put himself into some. Speaking of the opening kill, it's this man again. It's going to be Huke that gives them numbers. You have Slasher kind of lurking. On the other side, it will be Nero with the ARs. Allows them to find a double. So both teams just still fighting for control, trying to get into their setup. Nero controlling balcony. Dashy not having the best map, but the man's got 2 minutes on time. I'm sure he's putting up the damage. Optic just very happy to be in the lead right now as Lurk has 27. So that time continues to tick, but you do have P2 spawns right now if you are Optic Texas.
And you're also keeping them off of this P1 time where they dominated you last go around. So you will absolutely take this if you are Optic Texas. Playing keep away for the time being, looking for the right moment to eventually start running up that score. It's now in the final 20 seconds. Carolina are taking a step ahead. We need to try to find a break. We need to hit a couple routes to think about the next HP, but everything is being watched and Optic still alive and pushing. You know the pressure's coming from the front side. Got both weapons for the occasion. Give me kill number 3 in a row. And just valuing his life. They only need 15 to close out map 1.
Yeah, well, Huke, he's got the double. He's going to try to lock this down. 10 seconds ago here for Optic Texas. And well, it's looking like they are going to survive. What was such a great start from Lurk in Carolina. It's going to turn into an Optic Texas win here in map number 1 if they can find one more second. But Lurk continues to make plays, trying to get this to this next hill. Not going to happen. Huke, Shotzi, the SMG duo, they are so happy about the buff that happened yesterday.
Forward to fall to the hands of whatever weapon is in the opponent's hands, but dropping in that first blood, opening up that B site was an easy round there for Stallions. But now we jump back over to the main match where Optic finally got the right colors going in there. Are now in a what? 1v3. Yeah, 1v3.
And well, it's Huke again, and we saw it in map number 1. They needed, oh my goodness, Dashy with the jump snipe on the Slasher, and well, round 1. So we're gonna watch him just do this for a little bit. But that's why people want snipers in. Puckett is excited.
Yeah. Show you why it doesn't deserve to be.
Slashers in the GHL. Guys, are we sure? Right back to Dashy's POV, though, trying to find another one, but it doesn't matter. Shotzzy, Mercules, right through the middle of the map, attacking the A-bomb. And, well,
oh my,
it's just Dashy on a slasher again, just holding the angle. Slasher even tries to slide it. Doesn't matter if he gets the kill because his teammates were getting run over.
Yeah, if you're Carolina, someone's got to make an adjustment. We can't allow this guy to dictate where we can play on the map just because he's running a sniper. But it was Shotzzy and Mercules to find that opening kill, just setting them up in a trap. Find an opening kill with a snipe. Because then you force the defensive approach or the defensive setup to instantly change. And even though they had a two-man stack for that pressure over towards B, just losing your cover fire AR, allowing Optic to slowly pick apart what your setup is looking like. It's just very, very easy. Go up 3-1 now.
Yeah, and even with Dashy getting that first blood, it felt like Mercules had a very good idea of the setup, right? You saw that stun immediately land at that barrel. They were going to double chow that.
Showing why the sniper is just unbelievable, especially in a professional player's hands.
Especially yours. You were pretty good with it.
Yeah, you know, back in the day. Some people forget, Joe, but it's all right.
I don't, because you were on my team. Thank God for that. Nero, though, first blood onto Dashy, not allowing the sniper to have the impact. And while we are playing with pace here, if you're Carolina, I mean, yeah, that is bombing. Well, Huke's like, I'm going to take this all day. That is all three out of Huke. Shotzzy with the fourth. He is the multi-kill machine right now. With the sniper, Carolina cannot peek anything.
Lurk left in a 1v4, finds the first, but it's instantly going to fall into the hands of Dashy. And it's that mid-map pressure, Joe. You take mid-map away, you don't give them anything to work with. And just simply starting off the round with Dashy working the alley, you see Craig throws a shoulder, he spots him. But the only thing you can do is shoulder that.
Yep.
But Shotzzy the entire time is playing off of the information that Dashy's giving him. He throws one more shoulder, I'm going. He goes, finds that opening kill. Everybody else tries to adjust. Then it's a playmaker, but Mercules instantly responds and is able to line up a double. Cray sitting at our first James Bond of the entire season. But in a 2v2.
I mean, again, just another round. You have a clean first blood. Still very much in it.
Ooh.
Dashy going for a little trick shot there. Huto has the help. Just another round that Carolina is going to throw with the first blood.
And the rookie's not going to stand a chance. The pistol hitting different in Dashy's hands, and Optic swiftly dominate that search and destroy back-to-back-to-back rounds. Even when first rows going the other way, it don't matter. Optic said this is too easy. 6-1, we're up 2-0 quick.
Yeah, and I mean, obviously some great plays out of Dashy, some nice snipes. Normally when you're on this side, you like to attack towards B, and that's going to be the play call. So Slasher's just going to get the hell out of here. They do have to be worried, though. A couple of Optic players sort of cut this off, kind of read it. And well, you can see, Device going to be down. So it's a great play out of Huke and Dashy, not allowing that full rotation to come on through. So immediate pressure here for Optic. Cray's trying to do what he can, but Huke continues to win gunfights. Another double, make it 3 dead in the feed here for Carolina. A chance for Optic to put the first goal on through, and they will. Or they should, as Huke gonna dive it in.
Just so much finessing around that mid-map area. The fact that they were ready and waiting for Carolina off that rotation right through the bottom mid. You win those gunfights, just want them in the backside of Palace, and that's just an easy score over towards that B point.
Yeah, I don't know if those Optic players like went into their lobby or if they just didn't wrap it all the way through A.
They did it, yep.
Yeah, I felt like they should wrap it all the way through A.
Yeah.
So a bit of a mistake there for Carolina, and it gets punished by Optic. Now you have Shotzzy starting to do this.
Already found it. Rotation back over towards this B point. Dashy valuing his life through the middle of the map. You find a double, and it should potentially lead to a score because Shotzi's already pushed up in your spawn. You got to get past multiple lines of defense, and even when Slasher finding that double, the point still gets down.
And that's just a great rotation out of Optic, right? Your A push set up by Dashy, it gets cut down. You wrap it all the way back through your base. You find the first blood behind Mercules over towards B. Still 50 seconds to go. Optic up 2-0, and maybe another chance here. Players are going to spawn up. Lurk and Slash are going to be the first two to deal with this. Craze trying to flank, but Shotzi's going to read it.
Play for the player on the pinch. Already job well done, and you can already see on your minimap, Dashy taking so much space at that B point. You're going to call now for the EMP to be rotated. Are you going to be able to spot Mercules working through side room?
Just so fast.
Are you going to expect Dashy to be here?
They're just so fast, but they are able to find the kill. Nero's nade actually connects, so they stop it right before they're able to slide on in. A massive play here for Carolina. A big swing play, especially. That is just a beautiful counter play there from Optic. They knew the side that this was spawning on. EMP comes down, and they just go.
And the nuke is on 4 in a row. That's another clean 4 dead. Look where the EMP now swung. They already have that side of the map locked down because Shotzi isn't going to give it up for free. Crossfire being set up as Dashy lines up a double. Another score is about to go in for Optic.
And this is maybe what we kind of talk about. There's different elements from every single one of our third game modes. That's like, that spawn trap, that reminds you like control. I mean, you lose all map control then into spawn, and Huke is doing tricks on it. My guy with a triple 28 and 11. Optic dominating here at Overload.
They said, what? The M15 got a nerf and my gun got a buff? Hold on, let me show you what I'm really about. It's great that everybody's pushed out into the spawn. We got all the map control on their side of the spawn, but
where's Shotzi?
EMP. We don't know where Shotzi is, and he just shot me in the back. So instantly shuts down that play, and now Optic in another position to run up the score again. The nuke finds another multi-kill in the feed on 2 in a row. All map control still in their favor. And with only a minute left, I think this game is mathematically impossible.
And listen, some of these routes in flanks that Shotzi is taking, they're risky.
Very risky.
If his teammates die, or if he doesn't end up killing the objective.
Some of the teams that we have on the bottom side of our tier list, Joe, is because with Optic, every single one on their roster can slay with the best of them. And when you put them in a position where all they need to do is find kills and let somebody else score the objective, this is what the score is going to look like.
And again, dude, like, it was 2-1. It was 2-1. Carolina were fighting back, and then something just flipped. They had an immediate counter tap, did Optic Texas. Complete control. They were in their spawn, dominating Carolina. You had the multi-kill out of Huke. Just nothing you could really do